Today we are in Unama'ki, which is the Mi'kmaq word for Cape Breton Island. And Unama'ki is one of the districts of Mi'kma'ki, which is the traditional and unceded home of the Mi'kmaq people. Tourism is one of our largest sectors on the island. I think it's probably right up there with fishing as our top two. And so it's a tremendous economic driver and provides a lot of employment on the island. That's part of what the benefit of tourism is. But the other part is it ties into everything in terms of quality of life and promoting the island. So, for example, if we have an ad that's running on television or on YouTube, somebody might see that might say, "Oh, that looks like a beautiful place that I'd love to live there," or somebody might say, I might want to go to school there. So tourism factors into all of these other aspects as well. For those who do live here as residents, a lot of tourism activities that are developed. It could be events, or it could be restaurants, or what have you. That they all benefit our residents. It provides more things for our residents to do. So it enhances the quality of life. So it's a really important sector for our island. We are the official destination marketing and management organization for Cape Breton Island as a destination. So that means that on the one hand, we do the promotion of the island. So whether we're trying to attract new visitors here or educate people on everything there is to do here, that's something that we get involved in. But also more and more we're looking at collaborating with partners to develop the destination. So on some projects it could be working with Cape Breton University or NSCC from the education sector. It could be working with Parks Canada on another project. I just had a meeting with Nova Scotia Public Works last week. So there are many facets that impact where our destination is going and what we need to have happen. And it's everything from advocating for good roads to ensuring that we have new experiences for our visitors coming on stream. And so we're working on a multitude of levels. Well, I think we've got an amazing and exciting future for tourism on the island. We're seeing that right now we're kind of going through a transition where most of our industry at one point used to be dedicated to a touring visitor. So it could have been by motor coach, could have been the summer road trip with piling all the family in the car and coming. And we've been moving away and becoming more and more experiential as a destination. And it's becoming more and more niche focused. There are people that come to Cape Breton specifically for cycling, or specifically for hiking, or specifically for food. So more and more we're going to see people that are driven by those interests and those passions, that they're going to find reasons to come to the island to experience that for themselves. So for somebody who's entering the industry, it's really wide open. The typical thing you would think, well, you're going to work in a restaurant, you're going to work in a hotel. Well, going forward, we're going to need people that are outdoor adventure guides. They could be guiding people on kayak trips or on hiking treks or backcountry skiing, things like that. We're going to have more and more people that are going to want to experience our culinary scene, but maybe it will be done in unique ways. So more and more people will be experiencing a special culinary experience that might be somewhere in a remote location or a really spectacular location. So people could be planning those events, or it could be chefs that are coming up with these ideas. We have a budding craft brewing industry. That's all part of our tourism industry as well. So we're going to need more, brew makers and things like that. So there's a really wide range of what we could see as careers within tourism as we go forward. I think COVID really sped up some of the transformation, and you know, we've got a labor shortage now, so we definitely need more people. But as well, there's more opportunities being created. You know, more people placed greater emphasis on outdoor adventure, getting out in nature. We're seeing more of that, or health and wellness experiences. So there's more, you know, yoga retreats and things like that that are happening around the island, and that's just wonderful to see. It just adds to the richness of what we have to offer it as a destination. One thing that we see as a tremendous opportunity for a new entrant into our industry is for entrepreneurs. Every day we see there are wonderful business opportunities, things that aren't being done here that could be added to the mix of experiences that we have. So as somebody who's creative, a little bit imaginative, and willing to try new things, maybe take a risk or two, I think they could really do well in our industry. We've seen a number of younger people enter the industry in recent years, setting up their own businesses, and in some cases they're small, in some cases they've been bigger investments, but you can start small and build something that can be a fantastic addition to our industry. So anybody who's thinking about going that route, we would just strongly encourage that. I think in terms of the core of what we have as a destination, there's really three key areas that it's our culture, our cultures. People more and more are interested in discovering, you know, our Indigenous culture, Gaelic, Acadian, the culture of newcomers to the island. I think more and more people want to experience that in an authentic kind of way, and so there's going to be more opportunities there. I mentioned adventure. There's going to be more coming in terms of product in adventure tourism, and so that provides a multitude from guides to equipment retailers and everything in between, and culinary. That's I think going to be the other area that's got great potential to grow. So those are kind of the three of the main experience pillars for the island. But there's also then these exciting niche areas. We just did a project looking at the potential for sport fishing on the island. And we know there's been a lot of sport fishers have come to fish salmon in the Margaree River, but there's a huge opportunity to promote, for example, fishing for bass or trout in the Bredora Lake, and it's something that's really untapped, that would really appeal to people. So we could have people that are into fishing that they'll want to come here as well, and more and more people are focused on what their passions are, and they choose where they're going to go traveling to match those passions. So for here, it could be Celtic music. It's something that we're known for. We've seen that Celtic Colors International Festival and Kitchen Fest and some other summer festivals that we have, they've all been developed based on this niche musical genre that we have. And we can see that continue and get more enriched. More and more people are getting interested in learning more about the culture of our Indigenous peoples. So I think many of our Mi'kmaq communities are already doing a wonderful job in terms of sharing their culture, but they have many more plans, and we're going to support them in bringing new experiences to light. Hi, my name is Terry Smith. I'm the CEO of Destination Cape Breton, and I've had the pleasure of working within the industry for over 25 years. And initially it was through working in marketing, and got to work on a number of great initiatives like the early days of the Celtic Colors International Festival, the start of what became Golf Cape Breton, and many, many other projects in between. So I initially got in through it through that lens, and got to work with a number of operators and festival organizers around the island, and got to see, you know, the beauty, the strength really of our tourism product all around the island. And that led me to become interested in working with Destination Cape Breton. I started with this organization initially in a marketing role, but that then led into this opportunity to take the leadership role, and so I've been in this chair for about 4 years now.